Reason.
All right, we are back. So, it is about 6 p.m. at this point. I believe you have a meeting at the river, right?
Yep.
Sure
Yep.
do. Oh, that's me.
Okay. Is Verkus coming along for this one? Or is he going
I
back to
don't
town?
think so. Yeah,
Okay.
no. I'll probably head back because, like, I don't think, right, Steel and
Kai.
Kai.
Kai and
I'm
Brass.
trying to remember. Brass and Kai were not invited, right?
They could be, but at the moment they have not been, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll head off to the city.
Okay.
I'll resume my Verkus alter ego at some point and go get, plastered at some rich person's villa and play the piano.
On their dime.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, I never got Relic onto the map. There you go. All right. So the sun is properly setting by the time you make it to the river. Roll me d20s.
Are we gonna get fucked again? Are we gonna get fucked again?
On the way, Alessi would essentially talk. Alessi would talk Relic through kind of how the city and forest systems work. Haven's the safe place on Shroud. The forest past the river is generally pretty dangerous. Most people don't go past it.
Unless you have a death wish. Points at Lessie.
And yeah, there you guys are. Oh, was that dusk? Like, was that like sunset that you had there, Matt?
That's just like tints. I don't use the default dusk because it's a little too dark.
Okay.
Yeah, I just do like
That's
a
really cool.
blue tint. You soon hear the sound of the fork of the Volpahorn River, where you were meant to meet up.
How do you guys get across the river out of curiosity?
I always find a way. Matt, what is my way?
What is your way? You tell me.
Because the trees are pretty big, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty big.
Presumably very big branches kind of arc overhead over the river.
Yeah, that's fair. There'd be a couple. It's for that's the width of this river.
Big.
Pretty damn big. I'd say across the river just by branches, not gonna happen.
How fast is the river?
It's pretty fast. Like not like rapid, but like if you don't know how to swim, you will get swept away.
Are there generally like stones to hop across or like I don't know.
Let's
she
give me
she does
a
this on a fairly regular basis.
There might be a bridge, because like there are expeditions out to like gather forage, but from the guards and stuff, right, Matt?
I don't think there would be a bridge. It's frowned on to cross this river.
Damn.
Looks like it's about, what is that, 300 feet across at the narrowest point, it looks like?
Yeah, we're looking at a couple 100 feet.
It is a big river.
I would say it's possible Caleb's family keeps a boat for crossing. I know his family
let's go with
does.
that.
All right. You borrow the family canoe, we'll say.
Yeah.
And I guess then you would be traveling down the river, so it's about a tenth of a mile from your home to the nearest riverbank. You set the canoe down.
Quick question, Matt. I presume this is all flowing to the lake on this side of the river? It's flowing to the lake? Or is the lake draining out?
It's draining out into the ocean on both sides, essentially. The east bank is flowing down from the mountain to this kind of meeting point, and the lake is flowing outward to the river.
Okay.
Like all the current is headed this way. So as you get in that boat, you will start riding it on down the river. You got about a mile. Give me D20s.
I love it when you ask me that.
Oh boy.
Rowing's not really an issue because you got the current in your favor. No risk of like exhaustion or anything like that. You paddle along.
The big
And
metal man in it.
oh, the big metal man. How much does the big metal man weigh?
Oh gosh. Lean build, but still like 6'8" or something, whatever the
Looks like
would be. So.
320 pounds.
Kayleigh can swim.
Oh,
I'll
that's
just swim.
yeah. If let me look up how much a canoe could generally support. Let's see. Oh, about 940 pounds.
Oh.
So I'd say you'll be able to handle this. Just the three of you.
Yay!
Your canoe strikes something hard that kind of halts your rowing at one point.
Fuck. I think Leslie would probably be in the front. You're kind of guiding us. Oh, fearless leader.
You drive in the back, by the way. So you know.
Yep.
Okay, good to know.
The guys are doing the hard work. She's just pointing and telling them where to go
What's your
down
canoe
this great
layout?
river.
Is it like Lessie Caled Relic in the boat?
Grr.
Okay.
Sure.
Caled, something. Yeah, your oar gets wedged. You've hit something in the river.
What is it? What do we see?
There seems to be something glinting down there, about 10, 15 feet down.
And we're kind of stuck on it right now?
Not necessarily, just kind of your oar smacked into something. You could keep rowing. You've reached kind of a shallow area of the river.
Hey, just give me a second. And he's just gonna jump over.
Not the clothes!
Into the river. Oh, the fancy suit is ruined.
Right?
River water everywhere. There is a small brass footlocker, very ancient looking design, about 2 or 3 feet by 2 or 3 feet wide.
Alright. Can he try to get it up into the
mini
canoe?
relic.
Give me an athletics check. It's kind of wedged into the mud and the rocks and the weeds.
Instead of doing that, could I use shape water to change the current? No, don't place the current. To change the current so it's pushing the footlocker in the direction I want it to go.
Interesting. So you're trying to like burst it like a cork out of a bottle with the water pressure.
Yep.
I will say that it gives you advantage on the athletics check. You'll still need to try to yank it. It's wedged in there.
Freeze it into a giant ice cube.
That could do it too.
Like float it to the surface.
Yeah, I could do it. That's the second.
A 12 is sufficient. You rip it out of the mud. Dirt fills the air around you. You're clutching this box.
I'm back up.
What did you go down there for?
This.
The hell is that?
The little brass footlocker.
Alright. He'll pull himself back into the canoe.
Something like this, though heavily deteriorated from being in the water.
You want to try opening it?
Yeah, sure.
So brass, I think what is it? It corrodes like a dark green, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd probably be what you're looking at. Any kind of lock that was on this has long since been worn away by time. And if you're flipping it open, let's see. Let me roll you something.
Attacked by a leech.
On the oddity table, a leech.
Got a severed head in it.
Oh boy, I wouldn't be surprised, but oh boy.
Placed on what you can tell was once a very nice purple pillow, but is now kind of sickly, solid black, rotting, is a headdress.
Well, you found it. You want it?
A leather headdress.
Is it good news?
What does this headdress look like, Matt?
Get you some art. Yeah, something like this. Why can't I get a picture of this? Here. Yeah, general idea, something like this. Little headband, triangular point at the center.
Sure, I'll put it on. How do I look?
Your eyes abruptly turn solid black, like demon black, no irises.
What the fuck? Okay,
What?
You're,
My eyes are fucked up, I know.
no, it's a different kind of fucked up this time.
At the reflection in the water?
Your eyes are solid black. It's kind of spooky.
That's cool! Oh, that's cool.
I think it suits you.
Probably. I am soulless and elite.
There's going to be many little minor magic items from the oddities table. This is
Nice.
one example.
Yeah, if you could drink that to my sheet, that'd be great.
Already did.
Oh, nice.
Now you're gonna get all the ladies with your demon black eyes.
Great. Relic, what do you think? I think it suits me.
I find the artifacting quite curious.
I'll like look at it once we get back. I'm just gonna push the footlocker back into the ocean and back into the river.
All right. It plops, never to be seen again.
And for the go on, sorry.
Oh no, go on.
I was just gonna say either shape water or prestidigitation to clean up the clothes.
You air dry yourself as you continue moving on down the river. And soon you arrive at your meeting point.
You know, Verkus is gonna lose his mind when you know you did that.
I know.
And then I suppose when we get to the edge of the river, the wherever, disembark. So the forest girl tends to be a little bit skittish, and she said she might not actually be here, but she said she was going to be here. So you'll get to see that I'm not crazy. You saw it already, but you'll get to see it here.
Okay.
Clancy, check your DMs real quick. Okay. And just a moment. Getting something. Gonna flash back to a couple hours ago as the sun was setting. And to a distant grove to the southeast, where shadowy figures congregate amongst the trees and little stone dwellings. An altar rises high above everything, meant for sacrifice. And where is the art? Here is the art. Wait, no, where is it? Oh, here it is.
We're not supposed to see, right?
You can witness, you just don't see in character.
I
Well,
can't see anything.
We actually
literally
can't.
see.
Yeah.
There we go. Saoirse, you're hanging about the entrance of this place. What are you up to?
She's kind of like nervously got her tail draped over her shoulder, and she's like, go or not go. Go. Don't go. 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 It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. And she'll kind of like walk towards where she knows the matron is.
Matt,
What
if
are we
you're
s-
talking to
What are we
you-
seeing here? Hello?
Do you not
There's
see me?
Oh, I'm
there's a
muted.
busty lady here.
Oh,
Yeah, I was
no.
about to say.
Oh, I'm sorry. I've been muted. Yes. Walking along the path to meet you as if she were expecting you, flanked by two other figures in robes. There's this very tall woman, perhaps 8 feet. Ash gray skin, a veil on her face, black robes, and a lantern worn at her waist. She walks towards you as you approach the glade. Saoirse, dear, where have you been to?
Scouting.
Find anything of interest out there?
Some. Seems there are quite a few more beasts in the woods than normal.
The sort of beasts that walk on 2 legs?
Yes, matron.
Have you been playing with them again?
No, of course not. You told me not to.
We are due to have new guests, are we not? Perhaps your
Yes.
friends could pay us a visit.
That is what I thought you would say. Surely there are better guests to be found. I've brought many. It's been a small sabbatical for me, but I can find someone better. Silly little humans and elves are no interest.
Really must bring
Silly.
someone soon, dear. Lilith demands tribute.
Haven't I done enough already? I've not that I'm complaining. She's been so gracious to me and taught me very well, but of course it's only been a week since our last ritual.
You like these people, don't you? These new ones you've been playing with.
No. You know, I like nothing but the sanctuary.
Might be good for you to get away for a bit. I will allow you to go and play with them. I want you to tell me what they've been up to. And when the time comes for Lilith's next sacrifice, I will pick one from amongst your friends. Your least favorite one.
Brutal.
What if I found one that was better? You know, more dear to me than them, even though they don't matter to me. I mean, of course.
These are the sort that go out into the woods. The sort that go out into the woods are the sort that, if they vanish, few questions would be asked. These are the people that we need.
I bring you so many. I've never complained before. I've never asked for you to wait or not that one or this one. Surely I can find someone better.
She will lean down and brush a hand against your cheek. You have ever been our loyal servant, Saoirse. Go on, have your fun. But you owe us a sacrifice before the next moon is high.
Adrian?
Well, Go on. Be on your way, dear.
Thank you.
She will rise and head back into the Enclave. And back in the present, you are gathering in the dark forests on the other side of the river.
Oh, what could go wrong with this? Also, how dark is it now?
It's pretty dark. It's like, let's say 7 at this point.
Okay.
Guess better hurry. You only got an hour to get back in the gates.
Yeah.
I live outside.
We'll just go stay at Caitlin's place.
Slumber party.
Yeah.
Gravin's gonna be really upset if I don't come home, but that's okay.
Except
Yeah.
Relic will stay awake all night just watching.
Just
Oh,
stick it
boy.
out on purpose.
Okay.
Um,
I can see.
I think before Sorsha gets there, as we're waiting, unless she's already there and we just don't know it, but she would, Alessi would have a thought, kind of being back out in the woods, and look at Relic. And have you ever heard of aether pools before? For no reason.
Matt, you want to scan my knowledge to see if I can remember what those are?
Give me a history check with advantage.
Oh, fuck.
I didn't roll with advantage.
Oh.
I'll take it.
You don't even need it. Yeah, you know the deal with aether fonts. It's
Yeah.
where ley lines gather. Sometimes civilizations would build wells of water over those spots, basically, because magical energy, aether, tends to accumulate in massive amounts there. It is used in casting like very epic magic. It can also be used to enchant weapons for a limited period of time. And
I
of
see
course,
no reason why I wouldn't disclose all of that information.
you pass that info along.
So, where's your friend?
She's she'll be here. She sometimes likes to wait and watch for a little while before making herself known.
Cool.
Is that
Why were you?
sparkling?
Yeah, it's sparkling. Things are sparkling around here.
Why were you guys chasing me, by the way? How did I come
Oh,
up in conversation?
I don't know. Apparently, she's been watching you, but it's just
Great.
that's what she does. We're essentially playing a game of tag and kind of like racing as well, and then we said whoever could get to you first won. It was
All
her
right.
idea, not mine. I didn't rope you into this one this time.
All right.
Mostly.
Deal with that later. What the fuck is this?
Well, that's a commonplace sight. That is
Never mind.
reminding myself of the term.
I believe in you. Aether gem.
This is aetherite. This
Aetherite.
is
There we go.
basically a type of stone that grows along ley lines where a certain amount of aether of a certain element is present.
Green as wind.
You see these now and then. You know that elemental sprites tend to gather around these. There don't seem to be any at the moment, however.
Is it valuable, or is it more just a leave it alone type of situation?
It's a crafting material, essentially.
I suppose we wait for maybe like 15, 30 minutes.
Sure. Yeah. Why not? Relic, do you want to do anything with the aetherite? You're a wizard, magic user, person.
I have no compulsion to collect it at this time.
Hmm.
Anyone bring a mining pick?
Nope. But a dagger.
So just to clarify, Relic, you know about the aether pool things, but you're not gonna share anything?
I would have shared everything.
Oh, you would have shared
Yeah,
everything?
the ley lines, the
Enchant
the
weapons.
magical rituals.
Okay. Okay, got you. I thought you said something along the lines of like, I don't see the reason that I would disclose
Oh no, I
that.
don't see a reason why I wouldn't share all.
Essentially,
Okay.
you can dip a weapon in it, or anything really, and it will become magical for a period of a couple days.
Cool.
Really? Wow.
Huh. Neat.
Well, Caleb, apart from seeing the forest ghost again, you wouldn't believe what I found.
Guessing an aether pool.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It was pretty. It glowed, and it might be worth another trip to go back and put my katana in it. 'Cause that sounds pretty
No,
cool.
don't touch the water.
Oh, she's here.
And pushing through the bushes, a little fox girl.
For the first time, she's fully revealed.
It's,
She's naked?
No,
It's
not this
That
time.
makes two of us.
This was not the hookup I thought it was. I misunderstood the situation.
it's good to see. Little sprite.
Thank you. I said I'd be here, so I'm here.
Well, I brought Caleb, and I wasn't sure if you would mind, but we also this is Relic. We found him. We fished him up from the water. He's kind of like new to Haven.
Interesting.
Warforged. I don't know if you've ever seen anything like him, so that's pretty cool, right?
I've never seen one. I don't get to see a lot of things, though.
They called him a Warforged. Is like 4,000 years old. Yeah.
I'm Saoirse, by the way.
Saoirse?
Yes,
That's a beautiful name.
it means
I'm
freedom.
Alessia. It's beautiful. I'm sure you found a lot of freedom out in these woods. Being able to wander.
You would think.
Bit of an ironic name.
We are bound by the mortal coil.
And the fog.
You. I've seen you before.
Me?
You've come close. You didn't see me, but I saw you.
Oh, the singing girl. Right?
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Well, nice bit of a name to the voice.
You
Oh,
were never
sorry.
chosen.
I get that a lot.
I thought about it, but then I saw you had a family, so.
Chosen for what?
Anyway,
So,
probably not safe. You have to get back before the gates close, correct?
I just wanted to ask, you're fun and you're nice. So why Lilith?
You haven't earned the right to ask that question yet. I understand if you do not wish to be seen with one who follows the Lady of Decay, but know this, I am her sworn avatar.
I mean, If I'm being honest, I don't really mind. I think there has to be a god for everything, right?
Yes.
So I think if you haven't killed me, you haven't killed my friend. With all the chances you probably have had, you're at least decent enough to be friends with.
For someone who is so old, wisdom is something you still have a lot to gain.
Everybody roll a d20.
Do we even have to roll? This would be the perfect setup time for a monster.
How do you spell Lilith again?
Lilit.
Yeah.
Goddess of disease.
I do still have a lot to learn, but at least I'm perfectly willing to.
Let's not talk of things that are not fun. I've been given permission to see what is within Haven's walls. So
Really?
I would like to go and see.
Well, I'd love to. We would love to introduce you to what's in Haven. There are lots of really cool things. I could buy you all sorts of jewelry and clothes or food or
I don't need it. I can get what I
would you
want
like
if I
to?
want.
Would you like to try it? Just kind of be a girl doing what free girls do.
I am free.
Well, now you have the freedom to do what you want in Haven, right?
For a time. Then I must
Okay.
return home.
Um,
The
it's
woods will be quiet.
Well, you are welcome to stay with me at my home if you want to.
We can worry about it later. I don't
Okay.
want to think of such things.
You're going to hear a rustling in the bushes to the north of you.
Dang it.
Over here.
We should probably go.
I was
Night
much
is not
responding. You
kind
kicked me.
Along
to
with it,
those.
a pale white glow.
I don't like this.
Drawing my katana and my pistol.
Gonna move up. Oh no.
Stepping out from the brush. Scarcely disturbing it, but rustling it nonetheless. You see a small, glowing, fox-like figure. Seems to be made of wispy white light. Trods out of the bushes and it looks at your party.
Do any of us know what that is? Me, Kaled, Sorsha?
Can you give me an Arcana check?
Can I have advantage? Not advantage, expertise, because of...
As your affinity?
Yeah.
Identifying monsters, yeah, you get advantage on that.
Not expertise. Sorry, I misspoke.
I want to use my inspiration to have advantage.
Oh, you have advantage. Alright. Arcana.
No, I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
Wow!
This is a
Oh.
rare sight that
Snake
you've never
eyes!
encountered. You recognize this as a she, basically. It's a spirit that's known to spontaneously been born from ley lines, essentially. It's like an elemental spirit of sorts that take various animal guises.
Do I know if it's friendly or not?
They can be.
And when they aren't?
It's usually pretty apparent when they're not. They come in all different sizes. They're known as Shi on the western side of the world. Elsewhere, they're known as Kami.
Okay. Do I know how they interact with like the inhabitants of Haven?
They generally
Like they
stay
sing in
away from
rhythms?
civilization. They're known mostly to come out at night.
Well, that makes sense.
Okay.
And they're seen as
I'm
good
gonna-
omens to see one.
I'm gonna put away my katana and my pistol, and then look at Caleb. All is well. It's a she.
Never heard of it.
It's a good omen. They have one bone of ley lines.
Well, take off the creepy eyes.
And the Shi looks at the party one at a time, looks at Saoirse, seems to crook its head in some sort of sense of confusion, and then continues on eastward back into the forest.
Ding.
And the light trails off into the distance.
Kind of glance at Sorsha, singing kind of the way the fox was or the she was like a little like, how's Sorsha?
She's staring incredibly wide-eyed. Skin, she's naturally very pale, but any of the kind of, natural rosiness to her cheeks is gone. And the blue eye, there's the slight shine of tears as she just stares.
Alessia reaches like a gentle hand and like barely, but kind of brushes your elbow. Are you okay?
Of course. That was weird. Never seen one before.
Maybe the gods are telling you that this is good.
Not mine. Not my god.
Maybe mine. The canoe's right up there. We can get headed back to Haven. I don't know if we'll based on the time, do we think we'll make it back before the gates close?
You would have to book it, and you would have to find a quick way across the river. It's about 7 at this point.
We might not actually make it into Haven tonight. She kind of looks guiltily over to Kaylin.
No. And you know why.
Okay. What about your place? Just pull up there, get in late.
Are you asking me, or are you asking
Mhm.
Saoirse? No, the no is for that.
Okay.
Sorry.
You could always
Then,
try your luck with the guards at the gate.
Oh yeah.
My grandma's gonna be so pissed. I suppose, we can try the guards at the gate, or...
That's best.
Okay. Then let's get going.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get an earful tonight.
All right. The party is making their way back to the front gate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we need another blind D20?
Yeah, let's get one more for the road. How are you? What is your plan to cross the river quickly? Are you just getting in the canoe and like paddling across real fast?
Yeah.
Give me an athletics check.
Can I attempt to help, like, in any way? If I find, like, a stick, or if there's another paddle?
I think there'd typically be 2 oars. You could take the other one and both put your full strength
Okay.
into it.
I'd say I could
Yeah.
help too. I'm pretty strong.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'd
I'm
probably...
strong.
You'd see Alessia take it, and she just kind of looks at the. Okay. And it's a really weak stroke. She doesn't got big muscles.
Right.
Dude.
Give
Don't think any
me
of us do.
athletics with advantage.
If Sorsha would say something, she'd hand over the stick to Sorsha.
Yeah, she would have.
It's like, that's a really pitiful attempt. Let me try.
Whoa. Sorsha, strong.
Ugh.
Sorsha, real strong.
I'm all about that strength, baby.
Rowing with the strength of 6 men, Saoirse gets you across the river in mere minutes. You may just make it before 8 p.m. if you really rush. You have about a mile and some change to clear. Mile and a half. Give me a group athletics check. We'll take your
Oh, boy.
average.
Oh boy.
God.
Don't worry, guys. Got
Supposed to
this.
be Caleb and Rob walking to the gate.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, it doesn't really matter if we make it in. We
Oh,
say, right? Right, Relic?
I'm gonna use my inspiration. I wanna roll do better than that.
Didn't you do that for the fox?
Oh, she
No,
didn't
because
need it
I
for the
already had
fox.
advantage.
All right.
God. Oh my gosh.
I'm
It's-
strong.
Yeah, clerics tend to be pretty strong. Looks like a 2 for Kaled, 11 for Lessie, 16 for Relic, 19.
On the way,
Uh-huh.
Alessia would tell Sorsha, you may want to just put your holy symbol down. Not everyone's as understanding.
She would kind of tuck it into her robe, and then she'd pull up her hood and like kind of as discreetly as she could kind of tuck her tail and ears and just kind of try to look
Yeah.
humanish.
Know that
Yeah.
Lilith does have a shrine in the House of All Faiths, but it's kind
Yeah.
of a token shrine made from shitty
Yeah.
wood just to appease her, to avoid wrath.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
I think we're missing 2 blind d20s.
Oh, did I not roll one?
Yes,
I
we are
made
missing.
I may have missed mine.
Two
I did
Sorry.
too.
Doing counts.
I forgot.
And then I suppose as we are kind of coming upon Caelad's place, if that is before anything happens, Matt.
Depends on the route you take. Yeah, you could stop by Caelad's house.
And essentially dropping off Caelad and Relic, kind of like a distance back. Like Alessia is going to stop well away from the house for the reasons that we know, and she's just going to kind of like look at Caelad a little solemnly. Sorry
Alright.
about
No.
that.
No problem. Hope you two get inside the gates. Good luck. Relic, let's head out.
Night.
Right. And with your average party athletics of 12, you are going to make it to the gates at just about like 7:58, just as they're like grinding the gears to close the gate.
Hold on.
Oh,
We just kinda, like-
hold! We've got someone coming. Identify
Sorry.
yourselves.
Alessia and Thug.
Oh,
And this is Sorsha. She's a friend from the lower district.
it's the elf lass and some of her friends. Let them through.
Sorry,
Waves you
guys.
along. Cutting it close tonight, aren't you?
I know we went down the river and the currents were a little strong, but thank you for letting us back in.
Aye, you're welcome. Mosey along to the Highborn district. They'll be wondering where you went.
And as we're walking back in, she's gonna look at Sorsha. I'm probably gonna get an earful from a bunch of people, so just try to keep your head down until we get away from all that.
Okay.
And then gonna...
We'll pass two figures departing town, by the way.
Oh? Who is
The
this?
familiar sight. As you are leaving, as you are entering, they are departing.
Oh! You know the gates are closing, right?
Yes, we need to be out of here.
Why?
Because we live across the lake, dear.
Oh, right. Sorry, I've just been in a bit of a frazzled mindset just getting in now. Be safe. There have been some creatures on the other side of the river.
Oh, they stay away from our cabin. We'll be cautious, though, as always. Who's
I'll see you tomorrow.
your friend?
Oh, this is Saoirse. She's kind of a hermit in the Lowbourne district, so she finally got her to come out though. You know how I got Caitlin out finally. Saoirse managed to get out and about.
From the Highbourne district.
No, the other side of town.
Oh. I was gonna say, there's not many of you up there. Can't say I've ever seen you before.
Yeah, she doesn't come out much. She's kind of, Caleb used to be a huge introvert. So this is Saoirse's first time actually going on an adventure with me. You know how I pull people into those, so.
Avalia tugs her husband's sleeve. Leave them be, dear. They're just as tired as we. Fair enough. Take care, you two.
Thanks, you too. Have a good night.
The door shuts behind them, and they head off into the woods.
And then head back into the Highbourne district with my new buddy. I'm gonna try my darndest to avoid Grandma as I'm heading back to our house in my room.
Give me a stealth check as you sneak through the estate. Is Saoirse going along with that?
Yeah. I mean, she's pretty nervous. She's kind of overwhelmed by all the things and sights and sounds, so she would definitely be trying to be as quiet as she can.
Mm-hmm.
All right. There is an open door ahead of you, the meeting chamber where Verkus earlier met with Lady Araya. You will need to sneak by it. She may or may not be within. Give me a stealth check for both of you.
Oh. Well, that's good.
Are you taking average on that, or?
I'm taking average.
Okay.
Let's just privately
DC 13.
roll something.
DC 13, that's just 13. Yeah, you fucked.
Your new friend is very noisy, dear. Who have you dragged home this time? Comes from within the meeting chamber.
She kind of like... It's okay, 1 second. Steps back. Hi, Grandma. This is my friend Saoirse. She doesn't get out much, so I figured, I would just introduce her to the town.
Would Verkus like to be in the room as well, kind of in the middle of a debrief?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, you see, she seems to have been in the middle of a meeting. She looks over Saoirse with apparent curiosity. She may stay for one night, no longer.
But, I mean... Two, please?
Does she have no home of her own?
She does, it's just, her parents are,
dead.
There's some of the... Yeah.
Who are your parents, girl?
I don't know. I was an orphan. They kicked me from the home.
A month, then. Have your fun and be rid of her. We have things to attend to, Alessia.
Okay.
Arrangements to make. As you recall.
Yeah, right. Then a month, and I'll be in whenever you need me to help work on those.
Good. Go on. They're still serving supper, I believe. She may stay in your room. I shall have a servant send bed things.
Lovely, lovely. Look at the time. I probably will slip out as well.
Good to see you, Verkis.
Very well, Verkus. Yes, we are done as well.
Whew. I mean, can't wait for the next meeting.
Alessia kind of hides a small little smile.
And I will slip out with the rest of the group.
Yeah.
As we slip out of the room, Alessia kind of like looks at Verkus. You know, I give you a hard time, but I'm glad we're on the same side about some things.
Yes. I hope it was worth it. By the way, I've just been grilled for the past hour and a half about where you went. And I haven't the slightest idea, luckily.
Sorry, thank you for covering.
I hope it was fun. Looks like you've been... Oh my goodness, those boots will never be the same.
I know, but you know what? We have gold brooms.
Is that blood all over your jacket?
There was some raptors outside of Kayla's house.
On second thought, I don't want to know. The less I know, the better.
Yep, agreed.
And
But,
you might be? He will turn to,
Swersha.
Oh, Sosha.
Sasha, yes.
I'm Verkus. And, well, we are here. And this is a prison within a prison, if you will.
He's a friend of mine. Of sorts.
Oh.
You could say we've grown up together. And I've been on the other side of the fence, in my own little world, my prison. It's a long story, but it's a pleasure to meet you. Lionel, at your service.
Thank you.
I hope you drink.
We're planning on it.
I do.
Oh, good. Well, let's see if we can't raid the kitchen and then slip off somewhere a little bit more interesting. I want to get as far away from you-know-who as possible.
She's
You
old.
planning on an adventure tonight? She is very old.
How old is she?
1,300 years?
Hopefully she kicks the bucket soon.
They never do. They always seem to live longer than you think they will.
Yeah. And she's, grandma, so there is some familial attachment, but it's weird because she's also a bit of a, as Verkus said, she's a prison within a prison.
Yes, well, and certain people are quite nosy. Quite nosy. They want to know every little thing that's going on. It's quite exhausting, really.
You said something about getting food?
Yes, food and hopefully something to drink.
You alright with that, Sasha? All right. Let's go right to the kitchen.
All right.
Go snag some foods.
Yeah. You sneak off to the kitchens. You get some dinner, some drinks. You have yourselves a nice little evening. And is this a good point to wrap up, you think?
There was one thing I wanted to do between Keelan and Relic, if that's alright.
Yeah, you two. We'll cut back to the cabin.
Hopefully his mother's probably asleep by now or off somewhere else.
At 8 p.m.
Fair. Never mind. She's not asleep, but he'd go outside. He'd ask Relic to meet him outside.
Yeah, really would meet you outside.
I know I said I'd help you out, but I was hoping you could kind of help me out as well about something.
That seems only fair.
You were around during the time of the Empire, right?
I was.
Were there people who could do things that they shouldn't have been able to do?
You'll have to be more specific.
They could learn things after experiencing them.
I believe that's just called learning.
Hit me with the spell.
Very well.
Something I don't know.
And he's just gonna cast, well, that's a self spell.
You need to target me.
Yeah, can't target you myself.
Nope.
This seems not harmful.
Alright.
Ah.
I will willingly fail that, and then I will use my reaction and try to learn it.
All right, give me a Constitution save. Third time's the charm? Question mark.
Yeah. I'm using my inspiration. And DC 10, right? Because it's 8 plus his proficiency.
This would be very funny if you still got a 3. Let's see it.
That's telling a story.
Double 3.
Oh,
there we go.
What does it look like when your blue magic succeeds?
Alright, so basically what happens is he has the glasses off, the headband off, right? So you see both his eyes. What color is Relic's magic?
Imagine a mixture of greens and light blue.
Alright. His eyes will, his left eye, the colorless eye, will flash that. And he's gonna inhale. And those fairy fire is like sparks, right? Or how is your fairy fire? I should ask.
Gentle modes of light. That kind of, if they contact with you, they kind of start sticking to you.
As he breathes in, he sucks in those motes, that light, and as he releases, the eye has gone back to colorless, and then he'll look at you, and fairy fire. Use my last spell slot. I don't have it on my sheet, Matt.
Oh.
I need to drag that to my sheet.
Well, yeah, long story short, you succeed in replicating this spell that you observed, using your spell slot to cast it yourself.
Yeah.
You're quite adept at manipulating the ether.
Is that a normal thing?
It's certainly a rarity.
Have you ever seen something like that? Experienced it?
Ever seen something like that?
Give me an Arcana check with advantage. You're from when studies of this stuff was common. Are you just gonna keep rolling 20s?
That's,
Dude.
I'm supposed to have a damaged brain. I don't think I do.
Yeah.
Apparently not.
Relic has himself a little Jimmy Neutron brain blast again. And yes, you are familiar with a oddity that occurred during the bioetheric experimentation that the Empire engaged in. As they crossed the aether of these different races to create these hybridized races, there arose certain individuals whose genetics had been messed with so much that they became able to kind of morph their own genetics at will to like mimic spell casting or monster traits. They were known as spell bloods or blue mages.
Interviews, you and I have much in common. We are both experiments of the Empire.
Of course.
And then I would proceed to explain to him what I'd be able to recall about the spell blood.
Yeah, you'd have that whole deal that I just said. You'd pass that to him.
Do you know anything about the side effects of being able to do that? Anything? How do most spell bloods end up? Do you know?
Matt?
Some kinda don't want this ability and they don't use it. Those who embrace it tend to take on more and more monster qualities and eventually risk losing themselves.
Yeah, I've seen that happen. Thank you. Thank you a lot. I guess we're kind of brothers in experimentation.
It would appear so.
You always have a place here. Welcome to Shroud.
And Relic will just walk up into the attic. You probably hear very heavy footsteps.
Yeah.
The sun passes fully beyond the imposing iron tower to the west, and dusk falls on Shroud as we end our first session.
Very cool. Hey,
Yeah.
before we end, what are we doing for downtime and how does that work?
Oh yeah.
So basically there's going to be a month of downtime, 30 days that you'll be able to do before we get into like the next big outing out of town. So in the player's handbook, or the DM's book actually, there's some guidelines for like learning a language. I figured we'd use that as a guideline. Let's say, I'll write this out. 30 days to learn a language. 30, 60, 90, 180 days to learn a feat.
How about skills?
Skills. Let's say 30, 60. How about 90 for skills. But these are going to get harder to learn over time.
Makes sense.
And do they stack? Like, if you learn a skill, does it make it harder to learn a feat?
Each class stacks separately.
Okay.
Up to a total limit of 4. Of, unlimited languages, but up to 4 trained feats, trained skills, etc. I was giving you this month in case, like, someone had to learn Common, or you wanted to pick up a low or high Lemurian ahead of going out into ruins or whatever. So yeah, my plan is next time we'll catch up on what Kai and Brass got up to, both in town and in the woods.
With Gaja.
And with Gaja. And set out a month later on, you'll have another meeting with the mayor, and then you'll get into the adventure beyond the gate.
So out of curiosity, the mayor is like, oh, this random dude, cool.
He would be checked in on regularly, yeah.
Okay.
Like the guard to
Gotcha.
keep an eye on him, the mayor wants to meet with him frequently. Trying to like get information from him, figure out what Relic knows. He seems to be recalling things over time.
All right.
Very, very quickly. Those are Arcana checks.
Yeah, those
Look,
20s,
the dice are
man.
just telling a story.
Yeah, they really are.
I guess let's go around and see what folks thought. Let's start from the bottom. Rinsler, what'd you think?
Had a good time. It is challenging, in my experience, bringing a party together. And I think we've got lots of inner connections, kind of like try to keep everybody bound and like have a reason to adventure.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm interested to see kind of how the next phase ties into like how we end up trying to escape this island together. So that should be fun. I really like the character interactions, especially Ralph's character and Zeph. I had a good time with that. So thanks for humoring me with my my guy.
He is literally amazing.
I love that little trip to the tailor shop. That was fun.
Give me the most expensive thing you got.
Yep.
Oh, add fine clothes to your inventory, by the way.
Oh yeah, I
Caleb.
gotta do that.
Yeah.
I have, between my mending and his prestidigitation, you aren't ruining those clothes.
I will try.
What's with you and clothes? Nice clothes. Come on, man.
The fact that you're worse on him.
So yeah, I had a good time.
That's great to hear. Sorry you missed out on a little bit of the action.
It's fine.
You might have a little bit with Rowan and Steele when we pick up next time, though. Khaled, what are your thoughts?
This was a blast. Love seeing everyone. Loved to see everyone's character. Loved the little combat, even though we nearly died, and my dice hated me. I love how fleshed out the world feels. Great first session. I love the RP with the tailor, and I love Relic so far. Saoirse, I'm very curious on what Saoirse's thing, and Leslie is as adorable as I thought. But yeah, it is funny seeing the group dynamics already forming.
Yeah. The hard part is getting the party together, and we've mostly achieved that. So, goal for session 1 achieved, in my opinion.
Yeah, it was fantastic. Those Ignisaur hurt a lot.
That could have been over really fast. I was surprised.
Level 2 makes me cry.
Yeah.
It's a good thing those fishermen are fishing up a second coffin, just in case.
Yep.
Yeah, all your backup characters you placed in the world outside. Don't die yet.
I bet some of mine could be from here, if need be.
Same.
Yeah.
I don't want to make a backup character.
I have an idea for an extra backup character for Haven.
But you got 2 weeks. Maybe cook something up just in case.
Man, it's like, in case you die before we even get to the campaign.
I need to learn a healing spell.
You never know. Any other thoughts, Ralph?
No, I'm really, sucks that Rowan and Seal couldn't be here, but I can't wait to see them and see what they got up to when we were dying from dinosaurs.
Yeah, their dynamic's gonna be great. I can tell. I'm looking forward to that too.
I'm so excited.
Zeph, what'd you think?
Oh, this was so much fun. My first thought when you started like giving us the introductions to the world and you were just kind of guiding us through everything is, you gotta step up my game in my own campaign. I'm like, good God.
Oh, thank you.
As a DM, I was like, gosh, this is so good. I want to create this kind of experience for my players. It was really fun. But I think kind of similar with what Ralph and Renzo said, just the way the party dynamics are already kind of building and everybody's interacting. It's so much fun and it's so much chaos already, and I'm so excited for Kai and Brass to join, because you have kind of like the 3 exasperated dads and or the relic that doesn't like half of us, and then you're gonna have the 4 of us who are kind of like chaos monsters. In one way or another. So that'll be really exciting. And I think for bringing the group together, that can be really difficult. I think, like they said, you ran it amazing. I think it's fun seeing each character kind of get their own moments and their own like individual points of interest. Just because it gives us on the outside kind of a perspective in on who their character is, even though our characters might not know. Yeah, I think it was a great first session. A little bit of combat, a lot of RP, a lot of kind of there's building of plots and backstories already, which is really cool. So yeah,
That's great to hear. Thank you. Courtesy. What are your thoughts?
I think people have covered it pretty well. Big fan of the RP so far. Like the little group stuff, getting everybody together at the start. I like them, but like a proper story kind of taking shape. I think I'm definitely looking forward to next time when we get that like proper call to action, when everybody kind of gets that realization a month later. It's like, hey, there's a chance we can leave the island. I'm looking
Yes.
forward to that and how people are going to react.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Already started sowing some seeds that'll be relevant in the next session.
Yeah, I think Relic's going to spend this first month probably like in the libraries or just trying to learn general stuff about the island.
Yeah, that's here to help.
And somewhere along the way, we'll probably get mention of like the ruins, and then somebody's going to say something about a tower, and I think that would probably lead into it's like, oh, we might be able to shut that down.
Oh, the tower is kind of visible from anywhere, by the way. Like, even from the gates, you would see this thing. It's really tall.
Big tower.
Yeah,
And nobody has ever made it back from there, right? Like, many have tried, no one succeeded, right?
You can't get inside the tower. There is no getting inside.
There is a...
And then we'll be next session presumably learning about something that changes that, right?
Yeah,
I
Relic
have a feeling
presents
the
some
Aether font
opportunities.
might help.
Could be.
I mean, with those Arcana rolls, he definitely has some. He definitely presents an opportunity.
He
Look,
will
if
know
I
that.
roll nothing but 20s, we'll be fine.
Yeah, just keep rolling the good numbers, not the bad numbers.
Yeah.
Look, can I at least make my blind rolls the bad numbers?
Courtesy is
we
our
got some
Talisman
ones.
Daffy of the party.
What do we think of the encounter system, by the way? Do we want to stick to D20s, or would you be interested in a system where, like, every time you fail to get an encounter, you become more likely to have one until you have one?
I think that makes sense.
That would work, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that would mean, like, if we're doing, like, a really long travel, then, like, it's not just D20s, 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 we fail the entire thing and it's one location to the next without anything happening. Like, the more there's a chance, then...
You can say that now.
We say that now, but we might come to regret that later.
You got a good encounter,
You know what?
too.
It's okay.
You found an oddity.
Oh yeah, we did.
Ask Matt about the day that never ended, basically, in the Tomb of Annihilation campaign.
Oh, one encounter after another.
Yeah, it was like 8 or 9 encounters. We were exhausted. We fought a dragon at the end.
Yeah, they never got a chance to rest.
It was brutal.
Guys, Craig is still here.
Oh, hi, Craig. Craig should be here for this. You got anything else, Courtesy?
No, I think that's it. I like this session. I'm looking forward to the next one.
All right. That just leaves Clancy. You got any thoughts?
Well, it's crazy to me. I'm going to try not to get too mushy because we're here with other people, but it's crazy to me to think, months ago you kind of said, oh, I have this idea for a homebrew, and I've been thinking about it and kind of getting to see you take these baby steps, and now suddenly we're in this world that you've built, and it's awesome. It's incredible, and something that I know I'm biased, but I'm truly impressed by how hard you've worked and the effort you've put in. And so getting to see it come to fruition has just been awesome, and it's been something that, like, I don't get to know pretty much anything. Like, Matt doesn't just go like, hey, guess what we're doing. I get very little girlfriend privileges, which is unfair. But
you want more? I could give you more.
No, it's fine. But I've just been so impressed, and I'm so excited to see what we do, because so far, I mean, we missed 2 people today, and there were moments where I was like, man, I wish Rowan still were here, but it wasn't to the point where I was like, wow, we're missing something. It was just like, oh, well, they're not here, so that hole's vacant. But I can't wait to see what everyone's deal is and where the story goes. I've been in 2 homebrew campaigns where I felt like my character was just kind of a pawn on their chess table. They weren't really seen as an active part of the story. And this is, I feel like, such a different narrative. You have a story to tell, but you're letting us have a huge part of it. And so I can't wait to see what happens. So, yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait.
That's great to hear. Thanks, babe.
You're welcome.
Yeah, and that'll do it for today, I think. Great session, everybody.
Matt,
What
you're
were
forgetting
your
one
thoughts,
person.
Matt?
Yeah, I was about to say you're forgetting one person. You.
Oh yeah, me. I had a blast. You guys got through like 10% of what I prepped. I way overestimated how
I
far
told
everyone
you.
would get. But that's good. That means I can relax and only prep a little bit further ahead between now and 2 weeks from now.
So you have no
I
excuse
told
for this
him.
time.
Yeah. I'm loving the party we're building. I think you've got some great dynamics, and that's only going to get even better once Steele and Rowan get involved. Yeah, and there was only 1 or 2 incidents where I didn't have something prepped, and I prepped it on the fly. And
I'm sorry.
No,
That's just
that was fine.
DMing in general, though. I feel like I feel like anytime you're like, I'm prepared, your players are like, want to bet?
I might re-examine some of my combat expectations. Those raptors nearly ripped y'all to shreds. I want
That was
danger.
pretty bad.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
1
Level
HP.
2. Level 2.
2.
I went down and then I came back and I was like, just gonna use my pistol now.
Yeah, smart.
I want the
I was
sense
gonna
of
hit him, but
danger.
this is hard.
Just like, I guess, be cautious. There will be a sense of danger. I want y'all to live. Gradual ramp up to supreme gods of everything. Very slow.
Yeah.
Because, fuck, man, if those little chicken things kicked our ass, how are we gonna fight that giant ass thing guarding the tower?
We run.
Yeah.
Like the whole time we're fighting those chickens, I was like, we're never gonna get the green devil. We're never gonna kill him. There's no way. Like, we can't even beat these velociraptors.
It's like World of Warcraft. We just stay in the starting area and kill like chickens and wild boars until we're max level.
Well,
Yeah.
I also
right.
think you're below half strength, party-wise.
Yeah, we are missing 2 people, so that's pretty big.
3. You were missing 3
I
people
think
from that encounter.
Oh yeah, we were
Brass
from
should
3 people
help.
from
I
that
think
encounter.
Brass has a high strength, right?
Yeah.
His high strength, but low AC.
What is
Yeah.
his strength?
16.
Let me know.
Oh, mine's 14.
Let me know what you guys are going to be doing during your downtime. Like, message me or post it in chat.
Oh Lord, I gotta think about that.
You could spend that time training a skill, earning money, whatever's reasonable to your character.
I would like a skill.
You'll be learning magic,
Learning magic. Okay.
learning a feat.
Oh, I do need to learn a feat.
You should. I think there's a downtime tab. You can just track that as a really simple like number of days on there.
And it's 30 days, right? A month?
30 days for a language. Yeah, 30 days in a month.
Oh yes, I know this tab very well.
Oh, let me pause the calendar before it ticks
What
way
is the
ahead of
tab?
us.
It's the last tab on your character sheet called downtime.
Oh. Okay, where did you put it? How long everything takes?
It's in chat. I'll make do I have a downtime channel? I can set that up. Yeah, well, I'll make a downtime channel.
Okay, Common, Dwarvish, Elvish, Gnomish, High and Lillivir.
So I know. Oh no, Ralph won't be here the 11th, but we're next playing on the 18th. Does that work for everyone?
Yeah, should for me at least.
Yes.
Should be fine.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Hopefully.
Yeah, let me know if
Ideally.
anything changes. We can be flexible with the time. I think 5 p.m. will have to be the starting time unless you guys' other game ends early.
I don't even know what's happening in that game right now.
I might be driving to Portland that weekend. So.
Okay. Cool to have Verkus like accompany the group out of town if you are unavailable.
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
Verkus or Gaja, I suppose we should ask. Who would be? There's a few options you have there, Billy.
I know. I have many.
I'll try to get him a shirt, by the way.
Yeah.
The 18th is Father's Day, by the way.
Oh shit. Yeah, we got a new father here. We're not gonna be able to do this on
Oh
Mhm.
yeah,
Next
you have a
Yeah.
baby.
How about does Saturday work on that week?
Saturday would work for me.
Saturday I've got a recurring game and Billy does as well.
Do we just want to do, I guess, like the 11th or the 25th then?
I can't be here for the 11th, but feel free to play.
I think it would be a good bit of like checking in with
Ron and
Brass
Seal as
and-
well, because
yeah.
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
might take a week at least too, because they have to fly out probably.
Yeah, I didn't know if she was, or if they were going to get to come home. I was hoping they will, but I wasn't going to ask them. I was going to let them,
Yeah.
check in.
Okay, so
What
I
am
guess
gonna
maybe I'll
cook
do a
for
poll or
dinner?
something. We'll see 11th or 18th. See who's available.
Well,
Sounds good.
18th is the Father's Day, remember?
Yeah, it is, but like some of us might not be doing like nighttime Father's Day stuff.
Fair.
My dad lives in Florida, so I'm sending him a card.
I'll probably go to
Well,
lunch with my dad.
actually, my family might not be in on Father's Day, but we'll see.
Okay. So
I think they all left me. They're up north.
worst case scenario, I guess end of June 25th, but most likely 11th or 18th. We'll see.
Perfect.
All right.
You guys have a good night.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah, good
Night, everybody.
Night.
Night.
I'm gonna go eat dinner.
I gotta go make dinner.
Thanks.
See ya.
I get.
Bye.
Okay. Just slowly get lower and lower.
Get out of here, Craig.
I was wondering when you were gonna remember Craig.
Almost forgot.
It's like, oh, Matt's back. Oh, wait,
Shit.
Craig's still here.
How do I
Oh,
make you?
we lost courtesy.
Oh, Courtesy died.
Yep.
I like the Halo poster.
Oh, thank you.
I don't think I can make Craig leave.
You paused him before, remember?
Yeah.
In charge now.
Let's
Do we
see.
all need to leave and then come back?
Let me
Or
see
does
what
he
I-
just stay?
That was.
we might all
Maybe.
have to leave. I think he leaves if the chat's empty. Shit.
Okay. He left before because we had to re-invite him. Remember?
Oh yeah, there was a stop recording button, but it seems to have disappeared now. / Craig.
Craig's being stubborn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where was this?
/ Craig.
What chat is this, by the way? Oh, there it is. Oh, I see the stop recording.
Ah, there it is.
I need to manage. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I gotta stop OBS too.